So someone has anonymously reached out. If you want to anonymously reach out, you go to tell us at theos888.com. You just email, you drop whether it's an experience you've had, a dream you want interpreting, or a question, just a query. We'll see what we can do. We'll answer honestly and openly. And if we don't have the answer, we don't, because we're not gurus. We're just out here in these streets, living our lives and sharing what we have. And plus, the chat's full of knowledge as well. So feel free to drop something in the chat if you're open to that. So this person here has said, there is one person in my life, a family member, so I can't just remove them, who leaves me feeling completely hollowed out every single time we interact. It's not just that the conversations are difficult, it's physical. After an hour with them, I feel like I've ran a marathon. I feel you. I sleep for hours. My mood tanks for days. I've started wondering if this is more than just a difficult relationship, whether something is actually happening energetically. I've tried to research psychic vampires and energy drain, but I'm not sure how serious to take that concept. Can the panel speak honestly about whether some people genuinely drain others energetically, and if that's real? What actually works to protect yourself when removing the person isn't an option? Okay, this happens a lot.
I'm gonna let y'all handle that one. I'll chime in. I'll say this, and then I'm gonna give it to you.
No, go on. That's what I'm saying. Go for it, because you just covered self-regulation. So
I'm gonna
what would you say?
I personally don't have an answer that is applicable. I'm just gonna tell you the first thing you need to understand, and that is this person is a person you chose to be in your life before you ever came here. If you approach it from that aspect, then you stop looking at them as a perpetrator and yourself as somebody being perpetrated against. Then you can kind of think about it in a different way. And I'm gonna let them give you the answer. But I think first things first, if you know you can't move out of their life because their family, it's your wife or your husband or whatever, and you ain't ready to get no divorce over it, then you have to understand that they are there for a purpose, and that even in the negative things that they are doing, it is there for your benefit to ultimately learn how to do what we just finished talking about. So I'm gonna let y'all take it from there. But it starts with that understanding, is that this person isn't against you. They are actually contributing to the contrast that you wanted to have when you came here. So, yeah.
That is a fair point.
Yeah.
That's a fair perspective.
Yeah.
I don't know if people are ready to see it that way, because it's
like, of course. Because it's happening to you. Yeah. Because it's happening to you. And that's the thing, is that we have to, until we understand, again, it all goes back to what this experience really is. And once you guys know what it is, you've seen it from the other side. So we know what this experience is. We know we decided to come here to experience what we're experiencing. And that means every facet of the experience. It's a hard concept to understand, but it don't matter whether it's hard or not, because it's just the truth. And when you go home, you're going to know that to be the truth. So it's not like, yeah. So I'm going to let y'all answer what you should do. Because I don't even have an answer for it, because I'm still dealing with that now. And the baseline of it is just recognizing that I chose this experience in its fullness, for everything it is, the good, the bad, the ugly, all of it. So, yeah.
Do you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll just, I resonate with everything you said, Corey. 100% agree. And I know why you left it like this.
Yeah.
You're cheeky.
Yeah, I am a cheeky. Because what I want to say, I don't know why you upset about it. So,
well, I'll do the job. I'll do the job for you.
You do it.
Yeah, my pleasure. Now, look, okay. I'm going to give you three perspectives. The one you're probably in now, okay, and how to deal with it. The truth in all that is, in all thing, and the signs and synchronicity. So the one you're in now, in this life, and that you don't even have to be spiritual to notice that mirroring is a real thing. You walk in the street, someone pisses you off. Say, you're on your way to work, and at the tube station, you get into a bit of an argument with one person. You say, you know what, F that. You move on. You keep walking. You're in the street, and as you walk down the street, you have a frown on your face, and you see these windows seeing your reflection, and you have a glance. Happen to all of us, and you're seeing yourself for what you've become now, just because someone pissed you off, right? That is simply because within you, whatever you see in front of you, it resides as well inside. Period. Correct. It's just the way it is. Like whether Correct. We want to admit it or not, Correct. It is. And often, even if you're not that spiritual, or into spirituality, that's fine. After all, it's just an experience we're having as spiritual beings, as I see it. So we don't even have to mention spirituality, if you will. Mm-hmm. What we like to do, and we tend to do, is to do cherry picking. We cherry pick what the rules and when the rules apply or not. Depending on if we are comfortable with it or not. So when synchronistic moment or mirroring happen, well, we conveniently sometimes one piece us off trying to say, that's not my mirror. It cannot be. Yeah. You know?
That's and their
refuse. It's their mirrors. But either way, reflection is on both sides. It's not one way straight. Exactly. So that's what I would say. I would say, then in that case, become more observant in what you do that is similar. And you probably will, honestly though, you've got to be honest, and you probably will see certain things you do that are very similar. If you think someone has vampiric energy, then see where you're sucking energy from somebody else around you. Because I kid you not, the idea that, no, they're sucking energy for me, but me, I'm good, me, I'm fine. I'd never do that. Come on, don't kid yourself. Right. It's just the way it is. And if you were not that, then nothing could potentially piss you off or make you react exactly as they do. It's like if someone is violent to you and you react violently back to them, that's because that violence you have was already in you. Otherwise, you will not even react back. No one can control you that much to now become the things you hate. Right. Come on now. Right. Now I would say another perspective. So signs, you could see it also, that's another perspective, as signs. If you believe in manifestations, these could be the signs that there's a lack of compatibility. Now, for what reason? I'm not trying to determine for you to determine that. I'm not saying leave that person. What I'm saying, perhaps one of you is not meeting each other halfway. Perhaps you need just rebalancing. So sometimes there's signs to tell you, hey, look at this. Hey, maybe this is not all the way okay. And are you blind to it? Are you refusing to see in these signs? And if you're honest with yourself and the answer is yes, then perhaps when you see this sign, you might become more assertive with that person. Be like, hey, that's not cool, man. Hey, stop doing this. This assertiveness is not a bad thing. It's boundaries. You have boundaries for yourself first, not for that person, but for yourself. This is where I draw the line. I won't let someone take the piece with me. And it doesn't matter because some people, they have a good fight and it's all okay because the other person is like, you know what? That's your boundaries. Touche, I'm not doing that again because I don't like to deal with you in that way anyways. But if they never see you reacting in any way, you didn't give them the chance to do so either. So you got to see it like this. And the third perspective is, you may not know it, but we're not all from here. And with disclosure, it's become very real out here, Like, hey, guess what? Some some people around us, they're working amongst us, they're not really humans,
Yeah.
or they are, but they're hybrid, or they're from a other world, you know. So what if you find out that, and that's for the one that are really attached to their current family. I'm saying the family they're born in, not the one they choose to make themselves. That's something you had the choice to. But a lot of people, I'm trying to come to your level. You think you're feeling right now, you haven't chosen that for yourself. That's okay. But even from that perspective, let's say you haven't chosen that for yourself. Well, then if just being blood related didn't mean that you're family. What if the possibility that you had maybe a galactic family, or you have you're an hybridization version of the human template, and you're related to other beings in the universe? How would you feel if you found that that would be the truth? And the reason why I'm saying this is because, let's say if that is a truth, yeah, or a alternate reality, would you feel the same way with that same person? Would you allow the same things taking place? Would you be like, you know what, I don't gotta do that shit, because yeah, we're family, we earthly family, like we earth-based family, but you know, I go back thousand years,
Yo,
and I'm related to other beings out there.
What if your galactic family is at war with their galactic family?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? What if your hybridization comes from the Lyrans, their hybridization comes from the reptilian, the Draco, and they've been at war since before we was even here in round one. So damn, I didn't even think about that shit.
So what would that mean?
So I'm swooping in.
Go on, swoop in.
Swooping in, okay?
Swoop in, Sister Shin.
So like the energetic, I'm seeing that they said psychic vampires and energy drains. Energy drains is a mixture of a couple of things. One, you're probably an empath, or somebody who's sensitive, or somebody who's tapped into your field, whatever you want to call it. That's what you're doing. And sometimes your field is bigger than what you think it is, and you're tapping into energies that have nothing to do with you. So all this anguish and draining you're feeling is you taking on what is going on outside of your field of what your business is. You are literally letting them offload into your field, and you're taking it on as your own, and then it's draining you. You haven't yet got any awareness about how to move as an empath in this space, or somebody who is naturally tapped up with what their energy field is, or how to experience it. It happens a lot for people who are empaths. This is where boundaries are needed. Also, there is such thing, just like light, there's dark. You get dark empaths, people who know they're empaths and use it for nefarious, manipulative reasons, usually just because of some form of fear where they feel like they need to overpower someone, control them, or manipulate them into getting what they want. Bloody, blah. As far as the psychic attacks, all of that stuff, they are real things, because just as you can get any sort of attack, this is, yes, yeah, you can get that. This is all part of you commanding your space. This is all part of you being able to know and feel back to this self-regulation, your boundary, clearing your field. If you are already an empath, you have no business around people who are more vampiric than you.
Well, it's funny you saying this, because that person clearly feels like I can't dish them out. I have to keep them around me and stuff like that.
I was going to get to that bit. Which is the part of that pillar where you are mixing up your ID with your I am. Your I am has chosen this family or this family member or whoever they are not to be able to drain you into nothingness, so that through the draining, you can remember who you are and the fact that now they've come and showed up as they're supposed to, which is the person who awakens you back up to the I am. So you can take that and say, I'm the victim, or you could say, hang on a minute, I'm in control of this. Oh yeah, I remember who I am. And then if you have to leave, you know why you're leaving. You're not leaving your mum. You're not leaving your dad. You are leaving the person you had a soul agreement with at the departure point that you'd both previously agreed. You don't have to leave and knock over everything on the way out. But if you're not an energetic match, guess what they taught you? The biggest lesson out here, how to clear your field and how to tap into your voice that tells you whether you're an energetic match or not. Through that, you could find your soul family. You could do so many things. Your abundance will unlock, your manifestation skills, everything.
Well, you
as long as you stay out of victim mode.
You mentioned soul family. This is the thing, is they understand. And the reason why I was mentioning what Corey called it galactic family, and this galactic aspect that you see in soul family, it's people right now. The reason why they find it so hard to walk away from the birth family or the blood related family is because they're in the mindset that's what family is.
That's what family is. Yeah. They don't realize that these people ain't your family on the other side. My daughter isn't my daughter at home. She's a fully grown soul. Like my sister isn't my sister at home. She could be my nothing. We could have just came together and agreed to be sister and brother here. I will add to this as something you can take away from it and apply, which all this stuff you can, but I mean, just something very simple. If you can't leave them, that don't mean you got to have the conversations that drain you. You don't have to have those conversations. If you're choosing to take part in them, you can't now turn around and say, this person draining me. You can easily say, listen, I love you. I refuse to have these conversations with you anymore because they are not productive for either of us. I'm not going to see it your way, and I don't have to. And you're not going to see it my way, and you don't have to. So now we can just love each other without having these draining conversations or draining things that make me feel like you're a vampire. Because the one thing I do know is true is that when we talk, we only speak from our perspective. To you, that person is a vampire. To them, you might be the vampire. So this is what I'm saying. We only speak from our perspective, which is why it's going to be very interesting it's very interesting to see people judge the way they judge, because you only judging from your perspective. You never judging from the other person's perspective. You don't. If we had that same talk with the person you speaking of, they might be like, you the one that's draining my energy. So to avoid draining of anybody's energy is just refrain from having conversations. Listen, man, you know how many people I don't talk to purposely because where I'm at spiritually and frequency wise,
you can't.
It's not that they can't be there. It's just they choosing not to be. And if you choosing not to, if I'm here and you choosing to be here or here, I'm not going to give it I'm not going to judge whether you're higher than me or lower than me. That's foolishness. But if I'm here and you here or here, we can agree to stay here or here, and that's fine.
You know, it's very telling as well, the fact that people want disclosure at the moment. And I think the soul level, they're asking for this truth to come out, because when certain disclosure may not look the way most of people think it's going to look.
It's not going to.
So I am curious. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very curious to see how some people are going to react, specifically if they have a codependent relationship, just because it's their blood related family or whatnot. If beings come to them and say, hey, remember us, hey, remember I was your father, or I was your son, or whatever, I kid you not, a lot of them overnight gonna be like, so you can before the family out of here. I'm out.
I'm going with my family.
Yeah.
So and you're gonna know it. And you're gonna know it. It's not even gonna be something you gotta struggle with. You're not even gonna struggle with it.
No.
You're gonna be like, oh, that makes sense. I'm out. Like
That's it. Like
telepathy is gonna be. They let you know. Don't
Yep.
worry, it's gonna be all like this.
Yeah, and that'll be it.
Oh, I remember everything now.
So
I'm trying to tell
some
you.
of the chat has chimed in, and here we are. Like the community said, yeah. So we've got, you do have to recharge from time to time. Yeah, that's all part of your boundary, and that's chimes into what Corey's saying of knowing when to have these conversations, knowing who to have them with, and
knowing not to have them at all.
And just once you respect that, that's part of just preservation.
Yeah.
That really is. And yeah, Deanna's saying, yeah, you can quickly turn into an empathic narcissist if you're not careful, if you're not learning how to deal with your own energies, and you're over focused on it leaking, or you getting, you know, your one drained or whatever it is. You could get lost in the source. That's what she's saying. Thomas said,
yeah, Tom said,
you get human equals family. Some of the family is pretty up. I ain't gonna lie. I don't have a lot of them near me either, but I can love them without being in my life. Family is not honest, is not welcome. Family that is not honest is not welcome, is what he's saying. Yeah. And Jay said they don't need disclosure. I don't. Some people are calling it in, Jay. I don't know what to say. And then Thomas come in and said that vibrational pyramid, with love upholding truth overall, with fear and shame and guilt at the bottom, is the energetic hierarchy. So strip away the physicality and we are all that energy.
We are literally every single, if you strip away just the whole physical realm we experiencing right now, the body, the world we walking around in, we are every single energetic frequency all balled up into one. With unconditional love being the most powerful, encompassing energy of them all. You get hate from love. You get sadness from love. All of it comes from love, and it literally, all of it is our makeup. So it's, I explain like this, this is why out of your body you can walk through a wall, because you become the energetic frequency of the wall. This is why you can fly, because you become the energetic frequency of zero gravity, and you can just do whatever you want. So you are all frequencies. And so when you having these discussions, one thing I can tell you to do is recognize the frequency that's happening here. If this shit is starting to get a little too, making me feel a little uneasy, I need to recognize that. I need to be like, okay, this ain't the energetic frequency I want to be in. Let me recenter myself back to me. And if that means telling that person, like, you know what, this conversation ain't even worth losing my energetic centering over. So cool. If you listen, let people have it. If they want to believe this thing or say that thing, or even believe things about you or say things about, let them have it. You know it ain't true. Unless you believe it's true, why the would you care? Like, I don't care what nobody say. And so
we got more people in the chats chiming right into what you're saying. This is the frequency of it. This is what I love. Like, this is it. Like, we've got people saying, use love to uphold honesty and stand at the top of that. Just love. Sasha's here in the chats. Hey, Sasha, Soul Wanderer. Sasha's here. He says, what's up? Really, really resonate with other beings, mirrors. Yeah, others being mirrors. Yeah. I found others always tend to show us what we need to work on internally. Love.
Yeah, thank you, Sasha. That's
exactly. So I do want to add too, love doesn't always mean being nice to people. So we got to really stand on that. We got to redefine what love means. Sometimes love just means I'm just not going to talk to you about it. And that's me showing you love so that I don't f your frequency with my reaction to whatever you're doing to me.
Yeah.
You know what? Cool.
You know,
Yeah, lovingly distance yourself. Sometimes.
Yeah, lovingly go back to peace.
Yeah.
If it doesn't bring you peace, it's literally irrelevant. If it don't bring you peace, what does it matter, right? So,
you know, it's very you know, it resonates with me what you say, Corey. If it doesn't bring you peace, and I think also it's why people find it so hard, is the fact that, you know what, in the first place, you're going to have to go through this process where you look at yourself and what you do. Are you peace? And so just to say it again, remember, if you have any questions you want to ask, so it's tell us at theos888.com, and go on the site. You'll see everything is in the description, so you'll be able to send us your request.
Okay, and until next time, thanks, Corey, for being here.
Thank you, Corey.
And thanks everyone for showing up. All right, much love.